Hey, what's up, Jonathan? This is going to be a quick demo video for you for your Jawa's Junkyard and Nerfherder Customs Krayt Slayer, modified per your request, and then your Core Banth KBX Saber as well, both installed with Proffie V3s. So we're going to go over my desk. We'll take a look at these and get them out in the mail to you tomorrow. Thanks. All right, Jonathan, we've got your Core Banth. What is this called? KBX right here. This is the first time I've seen one of these sabers up close. So we've got this guy right here, and then your Jawa's Junkyard and Nerfherder Customs Krayt Slayer. We'll go over the Krayt Slayer last because there's a lot more things that I did to this guy per your request than the KBX. All right, so we'll go over the KBX first. This is a 2-button setup. Your 2 switches being right here. So power right here, auxiliary back here. All right, you've got these 4 lenses here. I did, even though it's a removable battery or a removable chassis that you'll see in a second, I did put a 12 pixel LED strip under here. So we're gonna get some nice animations here. And both of these, you're running a KR Sabers Eco V4 lit PCB. All right, to get to your blade retention screws that I'm not gonna use in this demo, but you would wanna lift up this rubber grommet here. If you move that out of the way, you'll see one here, and you'll see actually 3 of them. You've got 3 of them at equal spacing. That's how you get to those, and then just put it back there to hide them. All right, whoops, hit the camera. Coming over here, this is the only place on this saber that opens. So you're gonna wanna take this, the pommel off here. All right, there's a spacer in there that doesn't come out. You'll see your chassis here, it'll fall right into your hand. I'm using a Smuggler's Outpost 14-pin PCB system, so that piece also does not come out in there. All right, but that lines up with this guy right here. This is your chassis, removable battery setup. So we're gonna put an 18650. This is a Keep Power 18650. Push it all the way up against the springs and then snap it down, just like that. All right. A few greeblies here, Proffie V3. This is adhesed down to the shelf, but you can get to your SD card and your micro USB from here. A fully enclosed 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker in both of these guys, actually. All right, so kill switch right in front of the board.
Sir, you did.
We're going to come in here. We can put this in any way we want to, of course, as long as this side goes in first. All right, so we'll come over here, throw that in, take your pommel, screw it on. That spacer in the pommel presses the chassis up against those pins, and when it's all the way up against those pins, that's when you'll start seeing your animation here. All right. I got the 5 fonts on here that you wanted for this guy, and of course the 5 for the Krayt Slayer. So we'll hit power. Auxiliary. Turn it off like that. To go to the next sound font, tap auxiliary. Now this particular one, I'm just gonna hold a blade in here. This was meant for a 1-inch diameter blade.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
And we're back at the beginning. All right, so we'll take that blade out there. When we're done with it, we're gonna come over here and unscrew the pommel again. Slide out our chassis and flip the kill switch to have it off. All right, to take it out, you might be able to get it with your finger. I like using a tool, just the back of a pair of tweezers or something. Pop the battery out just like that. And that's basically how you work the KBX. I keep forgetting the name of this guy, KBX. So we'll screw the pommel back in for safekeeping. We'll put this off to the side and we'll go over your Krayt Slayer. So you had me do a few things to this guy. First of all, do like a light weathering. So I did that. You had me change the neck area and the emitter and the pommel to like an aged brass. So that's what I did there. I hope that you like the way that came out. You also had me change this to the color red. So I painted that and clear coated it and everything, so that's red for you. All right, went through, scuffed up all the black anodized pieces So around here on the emitter, control box, 2-button setup, by the way, so power up here, auxiliary back here. All right, and then I scuffed up the handles as well. So to get to the chassis on this guy, what you want to do is first take this off, this little red switch. Watch out, there's not a whole lot of threads. Put that off to the side. Now you can come over here and you can unscrew your handle. Unscrew that, take your handle off like that, and then this is what your chassis looks like. So here are your 2 switches for power and auxiliary. Proffie V3, you can get to your SD card and your micro USB again from right here. You don't have to lift up the board. Also a kill switch right in front of the board again. That's kind of like, that's kind of my setup. No matter what saber I'm doing, there'll be the board, a kill switch right in front of it, and access without moving the board, because I think that's super important. All right, over here again, a removable battery, 18650. This one says 3120 mAh. You can get a 3000 one as well, but don't go below 3000. All right, fully enclosed 28mm smoke goes outpost elite speaker. Flip the switch.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
So once we got that on, we're going to go ahead and come over here and put our handle back on. Once the handle starts to get tight, you want to come over here and make sure that this hole is lined up, because you're going to want to take this little red guy and screw it back in the hole. All right, so that's kind of what keeps this handle in place. Now we can come over here and hit power. KR Sabers V4 Eco. Auxiliaries back here. We'll go to the next sound font.
It's just bad these days.
This one is made for a 7/8 inch blade. All right, your blade retention is this guy right here. So I'm going to back this up a little bit, throw a blade in here and lock this down. Got a nice mix of K-Sith and Kyberphonic fonts. This one, of course, being from K-Sith. Last one being from Kyberphonic.
Scrap tech.
Always nice to see the scrap tech around.
Balan skull. Impressive. Most impressive.
USB Vader.
It's just bad these days.
And we're back to the beginning. All right, so we'll go ahead and loosen this guy up. Take our blade out. Put this back so I don't forget it. And again, we'll go in reverse. So we'll come over here. We'll take this red knob off. Careful not to drop it. My hands are dirty. Pardon my hands. I just got done weathering this guy today and did not wash them before doing a demo. So unscrew that guy. Come over here, flip the kill switch. And again, come over here from the positive side by the speaker, use the back of something and pop that battery out. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll put the handle back on this guy off camera because there are a few threads and it takes a moment to do. But that is basically how you work your KBX from Korbanth and your Krayt Slayer. Let me know if you have any questions and we'll get this out to you tomorrow. Thanks.